Ayoyi Amiza Norman, Guli Yusuf Aruna, Asio Adala Diza, Landa Nua Saban Pakwach, Owenje Leonard, Awanga Urich, Odoj Hitler, Kermun, Oribi Vincent Pinchwa, Abdul Moses, Oroma Jakayo, Odomo Kiptori Storm, Odulai Francis, Agweu Samuel, Olaluko Sipilito. Ereu Moses, Eluela Juventino, Odeke Kavas, Oremo Geresemu, Opila John Levy, Ewa Michael.
Just go back and defend. I want us to finish region by region. You are not doing the right thing. If you take a region, let's see them here.
Amuria.
Good evening, all to Ugandans. We are here at Kororo grounds. We are supposed to have had an election for entrepreneurship, but some challenges have arose. One of the candidates has brought up about over 2,000 people to vote, yet the Entrepreneurs League has only about 750. So when you look at the combination of all the three candidates, they will go to about 5,000. So there is a challenge. We are looking at, can we continue with this election? This matter, we've brought it to the attention of Dr. Odoye Tanga, to try and resolve it. But our preference is that these guys were taken first of all to Nairobi, then they were taken to Tanzania and here Rwanda. Now, yesterday it was accreditation day. Most of the districts, like Mbarara City, like Soroti City, like almost about 10 districts in Bokede, and very many other districts never got tags, accreditation tags. But these 2,000 people we have here, they have a tags. How did they get it when the real people from the districts didn't get tags? So there is already a challenge to this election. Our request is that the Electoral Commission must stop it and start a process afresh. Give us a chance, first of all, to campaign and keep all the delegates in their respective Once all the delegates are at their homes, we shall fairly go to look for a vote. Everyone should go to look for a vote as it is in the guidelines. And then once you have gone for election, we present our programs. Each candidate should show their program to the people. Yes. What are you going to do for the people? But not stealing delegates and taking them to Nairobi and hiding them. So this is already a challenge. This challenge started a long time ago. We made a complaint. We did a petition to the party chairman. We also did a petition to the Secretary General. We did a petition to Tango Doi, and all these petitions are there. Of course, SEC discussed it last Saturday, and they said that election can go on. But under such circumstances, where one candidate has brought around 2,000 delegates with tags, when the real delegates have no tags, it defeats my mind whether one can continue with this election.
So in simple terms, you're saying
they say that this election should continue. I won't participate. Let them announce him, because you can go and take all the cameras. You see all those people there. They are wearing tags. When all the district people have no tags. Yes. They have not. All these members yesterday, they spent 8 a.m. to almost 6, 7, and they came back without tags. Then all the rest, these guys have tags, and most of them are not entrepreneurs. How did they get the tags? Yes. So when we brought it to the attention of the chairman, these issues, and then he said that we should go and ask our respective voters whether they accept to do the voting or whether they reject, and we go and tell him.
We are saying no.
So, the question is like this: do you allow election to go ahead? No! Do you allow election to go ahead? No! So the voters here are saying no. And now we are 4 candidates rejecting this election. Yes. Me and Tana, I don't know where Tana is. Tana is here. Will say something. Kakuru is also here. We have Ruyondo and others. Yes. This election is becoming a political problem. Yes. Because suppose someone suppose someone paid the whole neck to go to Tanzania when the president has to be nominated. What would happen? What would happen? Because this cannot be tolerated. I thank you for listening to me, but these are issues happening here at Kororo Grounds in Kampala City. I will not repeat what King Caesar has said, but just to bring you to speed, we have just been in a meeting with Dr. Tango Doi. We raised the issues that I raised in my press conference yesterday, that we have not had the opportunity to campaign amongst the delegates. The delegates were hijacked and taken to the neighboring countries like Kenya and Tanzania. Like he said, we have not had an opportunity to present our manifesto. We have raised this issue with Dr. Tanga repeatedly in writing 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, 3 days ago, and even today we have just had a joint candidates meeting where 6 candidates were present, out of which 5 said that we do not believe that these are the right delegates here today. We believe that many of them are impersonators. We have asked that let their identification be verified, let the tags be verified. Why are we in a hurry to endorse a criminality? What are we hurrying to? The voters among the Entrepreneurs League are known. There are only about 780. We know ourselves amongst each other, and we would therefore like the Electoral Commission to give us time, 1, to campaign, and 2, to make sure that the correct people are the ones brought in, and not these masses that have been smuggled in. Dr. Tango Doi has asked us to put a petition in writing, to put our position in writing. He asked us to come and consult with our voters, which we have done, and most of them are saying no. So we therefore want to go back and write our letter to him saying that as the other candidates, we are not ready to participate in this election, in this form, in this shape.
Thank you.
The 5, where is Mr. Mukesh? Mr. Mukesh.
Of Entrepreneurship League in the NRM party. Now, on the 17th of this month, we signed a joint petition which was presented to His Excellency the President, the Chairman of the party, the Chairman of the Electoral Commission, the Secretary General of the party, and all other SEC members. We thereafter individually pursued this matter through our lawyers with the Electoral Commission and the Secretary General. We then appeared before SEC and we raised this issue. We also raised it in NEC that we have been denied access to the voters, where one of the candidates had ferried the voters. We also raised the issue of the information that we had amidst ourselves, that their national IDs had been taken away from them. We also raised the issue of accreditation. However, in the deepest of our hearts, we believed that there would be transparency and fairness. But on reaching here, we found out that many of the people who were posing to be delegates were actually non-delegates, and yet they had been accredited, while many of my people, like for example Tororo, did not have the accreditation cards. Mbarara City, they did not have the accreditation cards.
But
When we raised this issue at the accreditation center yesterday, they said that all cards had been printed. Where did those cards go? No sooner had we raised these issues with the Deputy Secretary General and other leaders of the party at the accreditation center, we saw a young lady carrying a box full of cards of entrepreneurs taking them away. Now, today we are seeing people who are posing to be delegates, and when we investigated through some of our agents, we found that these were not rightful delegates. When we have raised it with the Electoral Commission, they have asked us to put our grievances in writing, which we have, and all the other candidates have signed here today. We are hereby handing in this document to the NRM Electoral Commission now, and all the other opponents have stepped aside, and we want that the investigation that the President ordered during the NEC deliberations be completed before these elections can take place in a free and fair environment.
Thank you. Comrades of the revolutionary movement, the NRM, I will start by saying that I, Philip Kakura, as a contestant of the NRM Entrepreneurs League, I live by the doctrine of democracy, transparency, patriotism, and it's for that reason that we are standing here to safeguard the integrity and the sustainability of the revolutionary movement. We've written a petition to the Commander-in-Chief, a revolutionary, His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni, who has fought many battles from the days of Foronasa, as he told you, to the NRA time when he fought bad leadership, when he fought Konyi, and he said over NEC when I presented the matter of this issue, that this is what killed the UPC party. As a patriot, it was upon me that we should really raise these issues. And the issues raised are that there is a very powerful individual who has captured the party. And this individual is against and above the party rules, that he could take delegates out of the country, that what Sanjetana has explained with the other colleagues, that this man cannot even subject himself to a designated electoral process center called Nakawa, where everybody was being accredited. Even the president, the fountain of honor, moves from number 1 in Tebes Road and goes plot 13 to be nominated. But this man can stand in his hotel in Botanical Entebbe and command all delegates' accreditations to be brought to him, so that he gives those he has confined so that he can take them back. And in the process, most districts did not receive accreditation cards to allow them to vote. for entrepreneurs. That is a subject of contention. It is, to my dismay, that as a revolutionary movement, we can accept to be captured. That if this party is captured, it's not about NRM. We're going to capture state institutions. He's going to capture the regime, and subsequently, the party might collapse and the state be in a state of disarray. We cannot allow that, and as patriots, we say, no election, no sham election in NEC, one of the highest decision-making body of the country, and the party NRM decided that investigations must be first completed for this election to take place. And we are handing over this memorandum to Comrade Tanga. We've agreed in a vote of 5 against 1 that we cannot participating in this election of entrepreneurs until our petitions from the President, the Secretary General, and the Chairman of the Electoral Commission have been answered so that we can have proper leaders. The delegates before us were about 3,000. The people eligible to vote are 750. The identities that people have are not the true identity. The fake tags that were taken to him in a hotel by NRM Electoral Commission individuals are the ones they want us to vote. How can you have 750 delegates and you'll be voted by 3,000 delegates? How do you participate in this? This is the same gerrymandering that took the NRA to the bush against bad election practices. We must fight counter-revolutionary forces within our party so that we clean the party. We are a new generation. Our duty is to sustain the revolution, but not kill the revolution. I beg to submit.
And you will get a copy of the statement, and you will get his name. You will get it from the statement, we are going to give it to you.
No, basically, for giving...
All our grievances, all our complaints are contained in this statement, and you will get a copy of the statement for your viewers. Thank you very much.